Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Day Trade with Tony channel. We're all about day trading the US stock market, the NYSE and the NASDAQ. So today we've had a nice, good green day. We're not quite at goal on the main account, but when we add the small account challenge and the gains from that, so if you're wondering what the small account challenge is, I've just dropped the video, so go and check that out. When you add the small account challenge proceeds, we've actually profitable over goal on the whole day. So the total across the two accounts is it takes me over goal. So we're a good green day over goal, 1.5 times over goal actually. So the goal is $6,000 on average across the year per day. So we've had a $9,000 day across the two accounts. Not quite at goal, as I say, on the main account. So $5,300, just under $5,300 is where we finished today. So it was a good trading day. We got green, we stayed green. We got over goal. We gave a little bit back, but we're already over goal. If I look at both accounts, we got over goal and we stayed over goal before we got out. We did trade the earnings session after hours on the small account, but I'm not going to go into that here on this account. I'm just going to concentrate what I did on the on this account, this main account. So let's talk about what we actually did. So we traded 5 stocks in total, and we had 3 winners, 2 losers. And fortunately, the 2 losers were quite small. The 3 winners were, well, significant, should I say? 2 of them in particular. So let's talk about what we've done with all 3 of them, the winners and the losers, all 5 of them, if you will. So the first thing we traded was RNER Acquisition Corp. It's a SPAC company, so it's a SPAC merger. This started to make its move up, and we were able to get this pullback. So obviously, I'm only allowed to trade from 7:30. So this hit the scanners. Moving up, I didn't get this pump here, but on this pullback, we were able to get in and then trade the ride up to the top. And we got out here on this candle here as it started to break new lows. And we managed to make a little over $3,000, nearly $3,200 on RNER Acquisition Corps. The next thing that we traded on this account was CDIO was the ticker, Cardio Diagnostics. Now, Cardio Diagnostics, we were trading this on the small account as well, as well as this particular account. So we got in, we traded the small account, and then when we finished trading the small account, we got in on this move here. So just zoom out a little bit. So we got in on this move here. We got the move up, took some profits up here before it made the doji, and then it pulled back, and we got this move up, and we took some profits as this pullback here is where we took some profits there. I think this did move up towards the at the open, but we didn't actually trade this account at the open. So you can see this did move up. Looking at this as a potential gap and go, it did move up but just into the open, double top devil horns, if you will. But it opened here at what was it? It opened at 378, went up to a high $4. Quick rejection, so 22-cent move. So I was hoping this would be a gap and go, but it was gapping up. The open, it didn't quite go. It popped and dropped. That's essentially what it did. It didn't actually reach these highs again. It rejected hard at $4 and never actually got back up there. So that was Cardio Diagnostics. We made $3,350 on Cardio Diagnostics, and I'll show you some of these trades as well. We traded AMC. So AMC, we managed to get in this this candle here. We took some profits here, then we added, and then took some more profits here. We're profitable at this stage on AMC, and then we traded it a little bit later. And as this started to make a move up here, we got in up at the top. We doubled down here and it sold off, and we ended up getting out for a loss. So we ended up $50 down. So we got out here, $50 down on AMC. So what we made previously, we actually gave back. What else did we trade? We traded BVS. So we actually lost on BVS as well. So we got in here on this move up. And we got the devil horns, the double top, it pulled back, and we got out for a loss. So we lost 1,200 bucks on BVS or Bioventus, but we were still green, still over goal, still happy, quite frankly, across the board. And then we traded BioAffinity. So BioAffinity made its move up, and quite frankly, it was. This was later, much later in the day, where we traded BioAffinity. We got in as it tried to make a just missed this here. But it tried to make its pop up here, and we got in, and as it quickly pulled back, and we got out pretty much break even, and it is as good as break even. We actually lost two. That's just basically. The fills and the spreads are all that stopped me getting out break even on this. So we've pretty much got out break even. We've effectively made a profit of just under $2. So it doesn't make a big difference to the price at all. So that was that's essentially all we traded today. So then we traded the small account at the close. So very quick trading day, very quick recap. We'll be back at it again tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens, so come join me then. Let's have a look at what the combined profits on the day look like on the statistics, shall we? So if we look at the calendar, just switch over to the calendar here. So we'll look at the calendar for February. February is now complete. So we finished, we had a drawdown, we're still in drawdown, we're going into March, we're carrying a drawdown with us slightly, but we've had a good green day across the two accounts, 9,100 if you will. So where does that put us on February, and where does it put us on the year? So if we look at February, $57,000 gross profit for February. That's about half of where it should be, given that we were looking for $120,000 per month. February is a short month, so maybe we can expect less profits in February than most other months. But based on pro rata per day, we're looking at 6,000 per day. We're a little over 3,000 per day, so that's like half of what we're anticipating. So if I look at win-loss expectation, it's very erratic. I've not had a good February. I'm glad to see the back of it. Welcome March tomorrow. We're still in drawdown to the tune of just under $6,000, so $5,800 to recover this week to get over that drawdown and get us back to the annual highs. So how are we doing for the year? Let's have a quick look at the year. We should be. Today's the last day of February, so in theory, pro rata. If I'm going to be trading pro rata across the year, I should be at 240,000. So I'm 80,000 away. Just about 7,666. Too many sixes. But just over $7,000 away from being at goal. So that's a little over 1 day's trading. So I'm pretty sure we can make that back in March. Maybe make that back this week. So let's see what happens. So we should have been at pro rata $240,000. We're not. We're at $232,000. So pro rata last year, I would have been wanting to be at $200,000. So we're over goal if we were tracking it against last year's targets. But we've increased our goals for this year. Just pushing myself. I'm not going to get really uptight or hurt if I'm tracking the way I did last year. I had a fantastic year last year, and I'm just trying to increase my performance this year. Let's see. I have to motivate myself somehow. So let's see how that goes. So we are tracking pretty much on track across the year. $6,000 a day is what I've set myself. So pro rata, as I say, February is a small month. There's less days in February than every other month of the year. So we're still tracking at 6,000. So we're not too far, but we're pretty much on par for the year. Let's say just over $7,000 down. Given that February is a short day, we can put that down to February being short. I'm not going to put it down to me trading like an absolute dog in February, even though that's the case. But it means that we enter March, we're still at the races to hit the goals that I've set, the ambitious goals that I've set for the year. So let's talk about what those goals are for the year. So I've set myself a goal, a 20% increase. Essentially, I'm looking at 1.2 million net. That is the goal for this year. I've set myself a goal of to achieve that 1.5 million gross, so $1.5 million to achieve that. And then working backwards, based on the fact that I was averaging a little over $5,000 per day last year, I've set myself that 20% increase, so $6,000 per day this year, and it should, providing all things being equal, providing that the commission structure hasn't been altered, even though it has, and I'll talk about that in a second. It should get us to goal $6,000 per day. That's what we're looking for. 1.2 million net, 1.5 million gross. Either or, both should pretty much be equidistant. But my current broker, Capital Markets, they've been changing the policies over the last 12 months. It didn't really bother me too much to start off with, but it's starting to mount up, it's starting to rankle with me a little bit. It irritates me. Still a great broker. I do recommend them. They're a great option for you, smaller accounts where you don't have enough equity to get you over the PDT rule. So they're a no PDT rule broker. So you can trade with them with less than $30,000 in your account, less than 25. You can trade with them with $500. That's kind of the minimum. I think the minimum account size is 350. The minimum account is 500 to have any kind of leverage. But I wouldn't recommend anybody tries to day trade with less than $2,000. And that was a bit of a challenge to start off with, because when I first signed up with Capital Markets, the equity position is they wouldn't provide leverage or margin leverage with any stocks that were priced $3 or below or less than $3. They've actually upped that in the last 6 months to $5. So it's now, if you're trading a stock that's $4.50, $4.60, you have to trade it as if it's a cash account. That's not a problem. In my main account, I've got a 6-figure account. It doesn't matter because I can trade with just purely the equity. The margin isn't really an issue on that one. But for me to recommend it to people who are trading a small account, I need to make sure that what I'm recommending is the right tool for the job. So then moving their policy from leverage on $3 stocks and above, moving that to $5 stocks and above, it can impact some of the smaller accounts that people that are new to trading might trade. Recently, they've started charging more commissions, so the commissions are going up. They used to charge me per order, so if I put a sale order in, I get charged $3, well, just under $3 to sell my position, and if I put a buy order in, I get charged just under $3 to buy. So I could buy 5,000 shares, $3. Sell 5,000 shares, $3. Didn't matter how volatile the stock was. Didn't matter how fast it moved. It didn't matter if I put a limit order in, or a market order, or it was a stop loss. It didn't matter what it was. Now it matters, because if I put a stop loss in place, it's a market order. Market orders, it's effectively you telling the market to get me out of this position as quick as possible at the best price possible, and you can break it up however you want. So you get slippage and you get multiple fills. What that means is, let's say you've got a 5,000 share position and you put a stop loss in place. Now it comes back and you effectively got a stop loss, which is a market order with a market trigger order. So let's say it goes up to $10 and you've got a trailing stop loss and at $9.90. It pulls back to $9.90. You've got 5,000 shares there that need to be exited from. So you might sell 500 at $9.90. It then might sell another 500 at $9.89, and another 1,000 at $9.88, and so on and so forth, until you've completely exited your position. So you might get quite a bit of slippage, and your average exit might be $9.87, for example. Your last exit might be $9.85. So between $9.90 and $9.85, you've got multiple fills. So now I'm going to get charged per fill, and that might be 6 fills on that stop loss. So I get charged 6 times 3. So straight away, I'm getting charged $18 where I would have been charged $3 previously, just to get out of that position. So it's $18. Tony, you're earning $6,000. You're targeting yourself on $6,000 a day. What you're talking about, $18? It adds up. It does add up. So $18 per order, I suppose the $3, it does add up. Yes, I can afford that, and my commissions are always in the at the end of each month. They're always in the four-figure echelons anyway. But I'm paying thousands of dollars to CMEG in commissions. So I thought they might listen to me when I said that, you know, this is not acceptable. But look, they changed the policies, and it's across the board. So I am on the lookout for a alternative broker. I'm not just going to jump ship straight away, because CMEG have been good to me. The customer support's great. I've never had any issues. They provide the platform, and I always get rebates. So effectively providing the platform for free. So I do get that. You know, they're not a bad broker. It's just I want an option, and so I'm looking for a no PDT rule broker, because I want a broker that I can recommend to my followers that is reasonable commission prices, if commissions at all. Good platform like a Sterling Trade or a Dash Trade or a TC2000 or equivalent, direct market access platform. So if you've got recommendations outside of the US for a good no PDT rule broker, drop them in the comments. Let me know who you're trading with and what your experiences is. And I will have a look. I've looked at a couple already. I've got a couple of applications that I'm going to play around with a couple of them over the next couple of weeks. See what the experience is like. I'm not leaving CMEG just yet. I've still got my interactive account, interactive brokers, which I can fall back on. It's a little bit more expensive commission wise than CMEG is, just based on the size of positions that I take, because they charge me commissions per share as opposed to per fill or per order. But even that now, the per shares are looking a bit more attractive. But interactive brokers only give me up to 4 times leverage, whereas CMEG give me 6 times leverage. So again, let me know your thoughts. If you are using another broker, what's the leverage like? What's the customer service like? Just tell me what your experiences with your broker is, and I appreciate the input. Anyway, I'm done for the day. We've had $9,000 across 2 accounts, so $9,000 in raw profits on the day's trading. February's done. Good riddance. It's not been an easy month for me, although saying that, we've still made some good profits. But look, not every month is going to be a $100,000 month. Not every month is going to be easy to trade. January was my best ever month. And it just seems strange that you can have your best ever month and come into the following month and it be so choppy and difficult to trade. Just the way I was trading in January versus the way I was trading in February, chalk and cheese. It's complete polar opposites. So let's see if we can get back to trading the way we were in January for March. Tomorrow is March. We do it all again. 8:30, I'm streaming my trades live for 2.5 hours. So come join me for the last 60 minutes of the pre-market session and the first 90 minutes of the regular session. And look, let's see what we can do in March. Hopefully, we'll be not just at goal in March. The goal for the month of March is 120,000. But let's see if we can make up some of the deficit from February as well. We came into February with a bit of cushion from January, so we're not hurting too much. But it'd be great to have a great March and finish March coming into Easter. Take a little bit of time off, maybe have a bit of an easy time in April, and then in May, either May or June. It looks like I'm going to be relocating either May or June, so I'd like to have a nice cushion so I can take some time off for the relocation as well. And we'll do it all. We'll start all that tomorrow, 1st of March. Don't forget to shout out White Rabbit 3 times as you wake up before you say anything else. Give us some good luck in March. In the meantime, enjoy your evening, take care, and I'll see you then. Sure. I'll take that. Should have got more, but it is what it is. Hey Phil, hope you're having a good one. What do I have my eye on today? Well, cardio diagnostics, RNER acquisition. Those are the two ones with the volume this morning, and the ones that I've been trading so far. So I'm more for goal on the small account on cardio. Morning, Kyle. Morning, Bolts. I missed the breakout then. For the ad. You know what? I'm just going to leave it there now. Really? Nip over and tell them thank you for the money today. Might an acquisition. It's a SPAC company, I believe. I'm gonna wait till if this breaks $3, I'll add up. Otherwise, I'll just leave it as it is. No point. I'm already over goal now. Include both accounts. Get green, stay green, get to goal, get out. That's what I keep saying. Well, I'm looking for the break of $3, Jane. That's what I'm looking for. My average is 255. But if it comes back to 275, I'll exit. But otherwise, I'll let it ride. A couple of others move. So Target had earnings today, didn't do anything. It's popped both ways. We've got AMC made a little bit of a pump at the top of the hour. So there's a couple of things I'm looking at. But now I'm at goal, there's no silly risks. CMEG have started doing options now, Shane. But I do think Interactive Brokers is probably my recommendation for options. But if you don't want to do options with Interactive, CMEG have now started doing options. So have a look at them. Make it $3, we double up. I said, CMEG, Capital Markets Elite Group, have started doing options. They used to be purely equities, but now they do options as well. So have a look at them. I do prefer Interactive Brokers. I think they've probably got one of the best options chain on the market. There are a couple of others. T2 Trade, I've been looking at them as a potential alternative for offshore broker. They're based out of Cyprus. There's 3 on the ask. You can go up to 306 for the wick, not on the price action. There we go, we're over $3. Can we hold? Struggling to hold. It's okay. Once it holds $3, I'll double up. Again. Well, they should let you set up an account if you're over 18. Now we want to see this hold over $3. My average entry now is $5.84. Hey, Steve. Yeah, I'm getting a bit annoyed with CMEG of late. I mean, I can't say I've had any problems with them. It's just the policy changes of late have just don't sit right with me. Particularly if I'm recommending them to small traders with small accounts. A lot of small. The biggest one is moving the leverage position from $3 to $5. So if any stocks, it used to be when I signed up with them, it used to be any stocks under $3 didn't facilitate leverage on. Now it's $5, and a lot of these parabolic movers are stocks that are under between $3 and $5. So that can be a bit of a pain if you've only got a small account. Which is why I moved over to, I've traded this on the small account when it was like $2, whatever. And I'm now trading on the larger account because I can scale up if I want to. I'm not seeing the volatility right now to warrant scaling up, so 5,000 is more than sufficient. Those are the best floats, Steve. So micro floats, they move huge amounts. I mean, it's 9.5 million shares traded already. So micro floats, when they've got that kind of volume and liquidity in the market, they just keep recycling the float over and over again. Those are the most likely parabolic movers. I'm having issues with my widgets today. $305 is my exit. 307's the low for the last candle. Yep, I am indeed, Jack. On both accounts. So 305 is my exit now. That's my stop loss. I don't have a stop loss, but that's my mental stop loss right here. It's 305. Morning, Mike. So the smaller the flow, with the higher the volume, if you've got high volume, low flow, particularly if it's shorted as well, high short interest. The low flow, high volume, big moves, high volatility. Right, RNER didn't seem to sustain. That's below the VWAP now, so got my money off that one. There we go. That was nice. That was very nice. So 6,000 on the main account, and we've got the small account is 1,500. So we're above goal on both accounts.